late 1800s, somewhere in that time frame anyway. It was claimed to be used as a Confederate hospital at one time, but I haven't been able to verify that. But anyway, I'm here, I got permission. I'm going to see what we can find. Been here before, and it didn't prove very productive, but we're going to see what happens today. It's a nice sunny day, it's not that hot, and so we'll see what we can come up with. Today I'm using my Tesoro Cortes. I just got it. I haven't had it too long. Had a little bit of experience with it so far. I'm loving it so far. It seems to be very dependable, easy to use. Doesn't seem to have a sharp learning curve, at least so far. However, this is indicated that this was either a dime or a penny, according to the signal, according to the bar graphs and all the other data that these things provide. And I've just dug the hole. Don't think it's going to be a coin. Looks like a nut. Sometimes I feel like a nut. It's something, some type of, maybe a cap. Let me see if I can get to it a little better. Well, there it is. Some type of a screw cap. It's got threads. But it wasn't a coin. But some of these signals you just can't beat. The detector can only tell you what it thinks it is. We'll go back and try again. Well, got another signal here, which I knew wasn't a coin, but I needed to check it, and I think I've figured it out here. It looks like a Civil War toy car. Yep. Those guys really knew how to drive back in those days. There it is. Don't know what it is, but anyway, it's not important. It's a toy. This one indicated it was a nickel, and it sounded pretty confident that it was. I haven't looked, haven't seen it. I still don't know where it is or what it is, but we're going to see what it is here. See if I can find it in the hole. Whoop. It says it's right there, I think. It said it was a nickel. Let's see what it is. Bingo! Haha, my Tesoro Cortes came through for me. I'm just learning it, so everything's a surprise. Let's see if I can get a bandage on it. You know what? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really tell. But I'm sure that you can see it, and I can't. So anyway, that's what it is, whatever that says it is. You know, one thing I can say is, since I've had this, which I haven't had it long, probably about a week, I found more nickels with it since I've had it than I have in quite a long time with my other 3 or 4 different detectors. I think I found almost, well, I found 10 nickels. This makes the 10th one. 10 nickels. And generally, I almost never find a nickel. And I set my other detectors below a nickel as to not discriminate them out. And if you test it, it doesn't discriminate it out. So I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe it's just a string of luck, or whatever you want to call it. Well, we've got ourselves another toy car. Toy something. It's a big toy. It read 95 on the readings on the detector. Kind of cool. Cool truck. Anyway, there it is. Well, I just noticed that my camera lens was only half open, so I hope the video showed up well enough to be able to use. But anyway, I'm finished here. Didn't find much. Skimmed it. Been over here before. Didn't find anything, so I'm going to try another place. Alright, I've changed places again, and I'm at an old school. I guess it's a 1930s, maybe, somewhere in that time frame. 1930s school. I've been here many times. Every time I come I find something, but so far I haven't found anything old at all. Relatively current. I think I found a buffalo nickel once. But anyway, just got here and I've only gone probably 5 feet from the vehicle. Actually, it's a little bit further than 5 feet, but dug a hole here, got a signal, and I'm sure it's clad. And it's clad. It's a 2002 Mississippi, state corn. But it's coin, so I'll keep looking. Okay, well, I don't know what I found here, but let me get out of the light here a little bit. But I think there's something down in that hole. I think so. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. It's down about 3 inches. And it's a 3-inch quarter. 3-inch quarter. Let's see if I can get a date on it. '87. It's an '87. Anyway, it's a quarter. Get enough of these and I can get a Coke or something. Okay, this was an iffy signal, but I went after it just because I wanted to see what it was. Oops, just fell out. There's an iffy signal. And you know what I've noticed? I started to say something else, so I started thinking it was a dime, but it's not. It's a penny, and it is not a zinc. 1970. I think 9. So it's copper, but it must have been on his side or something, because it was a very flaky kind of signal. Okay, this is one that I thought was going to be really deep. It said 8 inches, and it sounded really good as opposed to other signals I've had here, but I think I missed the boat. It's not down in the hole. It's not over here. It's in the spray that I sprayed out here. And there it is. And here it is. It's a quarter. I scratched it. I can't believe that. Fortunately, it's just clad. It wasn't a bad scratch, but it was a scratch. It's because I was expecting it to be much deeper. 1996, I believe it is. Anyway, it's a quarter. Doing good on quarters today. Alright, I've been trying my Bluetooth headphones and I've decided they're not going to work out for me. There is a delay that I've finally been able to recognize. The reason is this Tesoro is so fast on recovery that I can distinguish the delay with the Bluetooth that I couldn't distinguish with my MindLab. So I don't know if I'll be using the Bluetooth anymore. So I may have a pair for sale, everybody interested. Where I'm at here, it's right here by the stairs to the gymnasium, is extremely trashy area. I've never tried to detect here more than skimming because of so much trash. So but I figured with the Tesoro Cortes, I thought I would give it a try and give it a whirl. Not too deep in the ground, it wasn't a great find, but amongst all the trash, I was able to dig out a clad dime, which, you know, it just shows that it's able to weed out trash more than anything. Not deep, so it's not proven depth, but I'm happy with it. Alright, well, here's a signal that was, let me get this detector out here a minute. It was right there on the, from the left orange. It was sitting right there, two from the left, where the first number 1 on the left orange marker. It kept going there. It was very dim, very little. The signal was somewhat consistent. I was 95 and then it was 89, basically in that range. And I wasn't going to dig it. It said it was 7 inches. But I figured, well, I want just to see what this is. You see the double ends on there, by the way, just while I'm talking about it. The double ends on the display. There's a switch, the toggle switch on the right hand side. It's a notch filter. I have it in narrow notch. In the narrow notch the ends show up, and that notches out pull tabs, round and square pull tabs. It does a fairly good job, and you're still able to get nickels, which I've gotten nickels in that mode, and you're able to get pennies and even zinc. If you move it to the right hand side where it says wide, you get rid of the pull tabs and all the way up to the zinc pennies, which is the first orange mark with the 1 on it. And those marks I added on there because it is a small screen, biggest complaint about it. However, in the wide mode you can also have more of a tendency to rule out gold rings. So I use the narrow. It works quite well. It minimizes pull tabs, doesn't eliminate them, nothing does. But anyway, let's see what we have here in this hole. After I dug a fairly deep hole, I guess, what, 7 inches maybe? I figure this is 8 inches, so maybe 6.5, 7 inches. And it's not in the top here, it is over here in the last scoop that I got. Turn this thing on. Here it is, right here. Whatever it is, let's see what it is. After all of that, nothing better than a washer. You gotta have a washer. That's what it is, a washer. But it was in the coin range, and as I said, it was kind of a low signal on the graph. There's a graph there. The graph was not coinciding with the numbers. Things weren't coinciding perfectly, and sure enough, it was a clue that I didn't recognize. I will next time. Guess what? I put the plug back in and rescanned the hole, and I still had a coin signal there. Only this time it was a lot better coin signal. It wasn't iffy, it was very, very definite. And I just pulled the plug back out again, and somewhere here, where'd it go? It is, there it is. Here's the coin. Bingo! I kind of thinking it was telling me it was a coin there, and it gave me a... Whoop, I lost it. Okay, I found it. I had to use a pinpointer to find it, but there it is. It's a dime. and it was indicating a dime, penny, dime, whichever. It's the same slot. It's a 96. Not old, but interesting. Interesting lesson. Okay, I got another hole here, only a few feet from the last one. The last one was right there, right over there. So over here, got another signal. It's in the plug. Let's see if you can see these numbers. Were pretty consistent. It was 95, and it was between a penny, dime, and a quarter. So I expect it to be a penny. Let's see what we have. Here it is. Well, guess what? It's a dime. Of course, I could have said it was a penny, dime, quarter, 50 cent, silver dollar, and I would have been covered, wouldn't it? Anyway, there it is. Well, the sun's going down, and I had a little bit of luck with a few coins, mostly clad, matter of fact, totally clad, pennies and so on. Old school. Done here. Moon's up. Look at that. See if I can get a picture of that for you. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but anyway. Had a good day today. I have a few videos I'm going to splice together and let you guys see it. And we appreciate you watching. Please subscribe and comment and like. Thank you.